It changed. Because when you're not in the same place, you don't get it.
Yeah, sure. You don't understand why you've called me for a coffee date, but I am not available.
Yes. In a monitor BP, in a monitor oxygen. So now they don't know what to do with me. So they're like, madam, tumpeleke tu ward. Wacha wa ward watajua wenye watafanya kiharibika. You're not getting.
If we are not in the same space, it will be hard.
We are humans and we are women and we have challenges, but there's a way motherhood can only be understood from a mother's perspective.
Clearly, 101%. 101%.
When I tell you, when we plan, tutaenda Saturday, tutaenda, and we plan. But you wake up in the morning, na mtoto akaona kajoto. Si moto, but akona kajoto. Na si baridi yuko. Alafu ni mwana venye amepewa breakfast, sio amekulaje. Sioni ni kama tutaenda. You know, Nora, you'll understand me because you have kids and you've been there.
Yes, I will.
Now tell that story to a Gen Z. Ananipass. Sijui na amefika wapi. Amekuwa mbori. Ameanza kuringa. Atakuja atupate.
For sure, like you said, it will only be understood from a mother's perspective. Because you see, there are even times you've dressed up, everything is ready, your handbag is ready, then another child born is there.
Your story makes
no, everything was ready. For sure, even from your heart, you know, I was ready.
Of course.
But then this happened. So that I think to some extent affects the mother, you know, the social life of a mother. And before even some of us mothers realize it, we don't have a circle of friends.
We don't have life. You start a fresh. Come naanza kutengeneza bond ya clinic.
Ya wale mlizaa
sako ina change.
Ukipata mama uko clinic unamuitisha namba.
Mkipata hata ulikuwa sikukumbuki. Mtoto
wako becomes totally different kind of a social life.
Even your conversation changes, and not just with your friends, it also changes with even your partner.
It does. Completely.
You find yourself in a totally different existence, and nothing prepares you for it, and you don't even realize it's happening.
Nothing prepares.
You just find, okay, unaona mtu anapiga, and you know whatever they're telling you, si kitu important. Not because it's important, kwake ni important.
Kwako,
in the space they're existing, it is important. But at that point in time, una kisungumukuti, iko shida mahali. Iko kahapa hiyo. Unataka kumeditate, unataka kujita mkutano. You can imagine you've had a colicky baby, hajalala, haujaoga. And you also, and like things we take for granted with motherhood. A long time. You know, people think it is a meme. Excuse me, please.
It is not a meme.
Mnaenda. Awendi mnaenda. Bafu ni dakika 5. 5 na hiyo 5 umekaa sana.
Utaanza kusikia mlango.
Mtoto analia. Siharakishe. Ukionekana utekiwi serious na letapo kwa mlango. Ndio huyo mtoto
nimeongeze. Oh my god. No one prepares us for motherhood.
No one prepares us for motherhood. So indeed it changed my life. It also changed how I looked at things. And I like to say motherhood even changed my spirituality. I realized that there is a greater call. You can, ukiwa wewe peke yako Nora, you can fail to pray. You can become very lazy.
Unajiambia mambo ya mama nyumbani inafanya kazi.
My mother is praying, her mother is praying. Hiyo imejishikilia. Now you are the mother. Now you are the mother. It
You know,
brings
that's what
you.
we say. I see it's no longer a meme. Someone saying, my mother's prayers are the only prayers that are making me survive. Now you are the mother.
Yes. Now when unategemewa uombe. Kosa kuomba. Shauri yako. So it brought me closer to God, and then also the experience of birth, because with my first I had an emergency cesarean section, something which I had not planned for, because in my mind, I was physically, emotionally and psychologically ready for a vaginal birth. I find myself saa sita ya usiku, I am frantically calling hostels in Nairobi. Do you have an open bed in your surgical ward for a cesarean mother? No, we are full. I end up finding a hostel saa ngapi ya usiku. It is raining. Naambia sijui ningoja dereva ambulance akuje, sijui afanye nini. It is a whole lot of
So mentally you were not prepared for this
at all.
We are ile like ni wa normal.
Kabisa mimi ile squad naenda hivi ni come. Don't miss me, naenda hivi ni come.
Life happened. Not my expectation.
Life happened exceedingly outside my expectation. Especially based on the fact that when I went to have my baby, I had not even planned. I got bored at home. I was past the due date. I had him at 43 weeks. No. Atakuja kikam. So what is the pressure? What is the hurry?
You waited for week 41.
Ngoja atacheti kafika.
42.
Tukaanza 40 sasa. Pole tu.
Hauna haraka. Ukangoja mpaka 43.
Na hata hiyo 43 ati nilikuwa naenda kuzaa. I got bored at home. I decided, let me go to, I had developed a habit of doing 3D scans somewhere in Upper Hill.
Upper is this imaging class? Now that thing is very addictive. I think they need to ban it. Because you stay, you find yourself, niko na 3,000 na niko na time. Wacha nikaone mtoto akicheza.
Wacha nikaangalia sura. And then my first was very entertaining. He would hear my mother's voice and start laughing.
Yes, because the 3D.
So you can see the smile, you can see the facial expression. It was a wonderful experience. I loved it.
It is. I'm not trying to market them, the imaging class. I don't even know their other name, but their scanners.
The scanners is very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
And quite addictive.
I went for scans, but I felt now this happening.
Exactly.
Because I would go for scan, I think twice a month.
You see, I brought down one who is addicted.
No, it was very addictive because you would see the baby's face, you would see their sura, ukajua huyu anafanana na hata nywele. You're able to see this is hair.
And my son loved the voice of my mother talking from the outside. Yes. So all the time I would drag her. Kuja tukaone mtoto. When in real sense I'm saying to my mind, kuja ukaongee mtoto acheze, mimi nicheke. So I get to I leave the house. I drive nikafika kwa gate nikasikia mwili yangu leo iko aje? Ni kama sitafika town, sijui nasikiaje. So nikapark chini ya mti fulani hapo. Bag ya mtoto needless to say, of course ilikuwa ishawekwa kwa bag, kwa boot. Because they are saying I'm not serious. So bag ya mtoto iko kwa boot. Standby in case mtoto alizaliwa kwa njia akiendanga. Mimi nikapark hapo. Fungua kwa handbag na mimi nikapanda matatu nikaenda town.
Umewacha gari chini ya mti.
Chini ya mti kapo kwa kivuli ndaokota jioni nikirudi. So I get to town and I call my mom. Shush, sasa unafanya? Kaniambia niko hapa job. Kama sikuja twende tukaangalie toto.
Tena
best grandmother in the world. Etelo uninyosu.
Lucy translated ngoja
no mimi huyo kata simu tupo site.
I think she also had the excitement. Our last born is now expecting another. Our child is
becoming a mother. So what does she pick? Her phone and her pass, and she leaves. So she leaves her handbag there. We are going to Upper Hill. We are coming through Hail Selassie. As we come in, we'll pick the handbag, then we go home. So she didn't carry anything. So sisi yao plaza. Baby huyu, mchezo. Kibi. Yeah, I'm really having a good time. I'm really enjoying. So now out she says, Shushu says, I know we'll sit in traffic. Let me go to the washroom, then we go. Kama so no umenileta choo. Sasa ona sana pia makojo. So let me pee also. So I pee. So as I'm peeing, blood is here. I don't understand. 1 minute I was fine. This baby was fine.
We are from the scan.
We are from laughing.
Fine.
So actually go back and I panic and I go back and I'm like, what did you do to the baby? So every panic like, I didn't do anything. He's playing, but I'm bleeding. So what is going on? We don't know. So we called the hospital. I'll not name the hospital because I eventually had a very bad experience with them, and I wouldn't want to look like we are bashing them. So we called the hospital. They tell us for the ambulance to come, it will take a while.
It's an ambulance case?
Yes, it's an ambulance case. So I'm bleeding.
You're bleeding. Oh, it's not spotting.
No, I'm bleeding.
Oh, really?
So we need to come up with a plan. So we tell them, don't come to us, we'll come to you. Because by the time you come through traffic all the way, or Jijo, Westlands, yote, then mkuje mwingie Jamii Ngong Road, wacha sisi tukuje. It is easier for us to come one way. Mkuje then it doesn't make sense. Mtakuja na traffic, then turudi na traffic. So we get a cab guy, very helpful. Wacha niwapeleke. Hakuna shida. God bless some. Yani they're kind people in this world. So
you can't remember his name?
I can't remember his name. At that time I'm panicked.
Oh.
Dunia imesimama.
To that Uber guy, thank you.
You can imagine mimi nimetoka kwa nyuma naenda kuangalia mtoto. Naenda kujientertain, gari iko chini ya mti, ngozo wa mtoto chiko chini ya mti. Me I'm going for entertainment purposes. Entertainment purposes have changed to another story altogether.
No one is ready.
No one is ready.
Panicking? Have you called your addict?
I'm called nobody. I'm panicking. I'm just managing my panicking alone.
And mommy is now.
Mommy is not the only one who is sober.
And mothers. You don't leave it. And sasa umesahau. Umesahau kuna mwenye mtoto. I'm just dealing with the here and now. You work around my problem because now I'm the one with the problem. I can't work around your emotions. Who's working around mine? You know, yours are yours, mine are mine. We need to order of priority. Okay. Me, my emotions, the child I am carrying. Nyinyi wengine, organize yourself. Organize yourself downwards.
Downwards from number 1, 2, 3.
I am the priority.
I'm the priority. So we get to hospital. As I get to hospital, my gyna is there. What's going on? I tell him, nilikuwa nimeenda scan and I'm bleeding. So he tells me, sawa, check in hapo maternity, they'll call, let them check you, then they'll call me. So me, I check in. Tunazungukana hapo, endo fungue files. We're wasting time. I'm not to ensure.
Someone is bleeding.
Tunazungukana hapo. Usijali, hiyo ni normal. Inaitwa labor and inaanza. I'm like, okay, sawa. Me, what do I know? I've never been in labor. So I don't know when it is starting and when it is ending. It is a first child. Well, wakaenda wakanyeka fetal monitor. Tumekaa tu. Around saa 5 nimeletewa chakula. Tunaendelea tu. So after midnight, just a few minutes past midnight, unajua mtoto wako ako na fetal distress. Sasa lazima tupeleka theater sahi ama mtoto atakufa.
That's not even how you communicate.
I'm like, calm down, mami, pause. Potende pole, you've lost me somewhere. Fetal distress imeanza saa ngapi? Unajua hata venye ulikuja haikuwa mzuri. So why didn't you tell me when I came? Because I've been here. All that time, nilikuja hapa some minutes to 7. It is now midnight. You've just been telling me to walk. What are you telling me to walk for?
And the child is there.
If you knew there was fetal distress, where was I walking to? The only place I should have been walking to was the theater, nowhere else. So what are you doing? So they are like, apana, unajua, sasa fanya hivi, sasa options, either tukuitie, sasa tukita daktari wako, sijui itakuja pesa ngapi, then sijui tukikuitia nani itakuwa sijui pesa ngapi, then ukifanywa na student itakuwa pesa fulani.
Student bado tena.
Intern. So now, my baby's life has been reduced to 3 monetary brackets.
To money?
To monetary brackets. I'm like, if you knew there was an issue, first you're telling me it's an emergency cesarean, so it's even more expensive than a planned cesarean. Yes. So why didn't you tell me from the get-go when I came in? Because at that time, I would have made that decision at that time and saved my child's life at that time. Why have you extended? Or the ideology was midnight o'clock so that you're dealing with 2 days, then you throw in emergency, alafu rudi throw in sijui pesa ya daktari juu itakuwa tofauti, hiyo ndamlipa kando because masaa ya kazi ilisha. So I'm like, if the same guy has been seeing me for 9 months, twice every month, what is now, I need to pay him a separate amount to come and do a cesarean section because unampigia simu akiwa kwa nyumba. Yet when I came to hospital, the same doctor was here and was able to do the procedure at that time.
They also said that the child there was fetal distress, right?
Yes.
Now, at what point do they think now they have to wait for the doctor to go? Now tell you 3
past
hours.
midnight. Sasa ati tumuite
That was a bad experience.
doctors are work. Hospital in this country, ugonjwa isipokuwa na si sana sana ugonjwa itakuwa, you will die on these hospital streets.
But you know, I'm not a doctor myself, but I have had cases of where I have seen people lose their lives because of negligence.
Exactly.
And I have seen many mothers lose their kids because of negligence. And that is something we need to stand in for in this country.
And
that is something we need to talk about.
Honestly, we don't need to, the element of reducing maternal mortality in urban areas, not at city girls we don't want to push to the Takanga Syrian. No. It is incompetence, and the incompetence is not a city problem, it cuts across.
Yes, and you know, one thing I have come to know about this issues delivery, it is a matter of death, life and death,
of
right?
Course.
But now, let me ask you, when you get into the hospital, my dear, they sense there is fetal distress from the word go.
I want
the essence of giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to midnight.
Opening statement, habari zenyu mzuri. Mimi naitwa fulani na kujanga clinic hapa. Nilikuwa nimeenda scan. After scan nika develop bleeding. Nilikuwa nimewapigia simu. Nimefika. Okay, lala hapa kwanza tuangalie mtoto. Kalala akaangalia mtoto. Mfano wameangaliana. Haya, twende huko tukakuangalia ama nini ama umefunguka. Another waste of time. We're just wasting time.
And they have not less distress.
Yes. But because of the greed for money, you want to gamble with someone's life. So at that point I told them, thank you very much for your services. Your safari hapo tumetembea mpaka hapo ilikuwa mzuri. See you around. Discharge me.
Midnight.
We are not going to risk. You've already shown me you're incompetent. Why should I again keep trusting you? You're going to show me the full extent of your incompetence. I'm not interested. Pack up and leave. So eventually I end up in a different facility. Fortunately, all goes well. So I am unable to understand.
Of course, you are not agreeing on.
I have lost confidence in the ability to manage my condition, and I have now just requested to be discharged. So we end up at a different hospital. We check in. The procedure is done. Mama and baby are safe.
Wow.
And I think that is the only thing that matters. Yes. But now that shock. Too much has happened.
So even the distress mentioned there?
Of course the distress is there, that's why I'm here. Because when I was calling, I was like, the issue is this ABCD. And of course the other hospital has to talk to the first hospital, build consensus and what have you. Yes.
Okay.
So baby is born healthy, fortunately by the grace of God. And the mommy is healthy. But at some point, I think because of the bleeding, my BP dropped. So when I got to the other facility, they now are torn between, do they proceed? Or do they, who are they saving?
The mother or the child?
The mother or the child. And I remember being very panicked and being very confused.
So that's during the CS?
Yes, I remember being very overwhelmed and very confused. And I mean, a lot of things were going through my mind. What if I die? What will happen to my baby? What if the baby dies? It was trying. It was trying. Thank God for praying mothers. Thank God for praying mothers.
I know.
Because at that point, I cannot pray for myself. I can't make decisions for myself. So I've even now relegated decision making to my parents. You decide. And atanasema hiyo kitu naniambia and waambie wale. Atamekwambia because I don't have the time to listen to you and understand what you're trying to say. So I'm referring you to somebody who I think is sober minded, who has the energy to listen to you because mimi sielewi. I mean, gari iko chini ya mwavuli huko. Mimi nilitoka nikaenda kuangalia mtoto akicheza. This
unexpected thing.
Because you can imagine mimi niko labor ward at hospital A before the transfer. My dad was not in the country, so he gets back immediately.
To the country?
Yes, he's called and he's told baby's on the way, so he hops on and he comes and he fikas.
So daddy tu apande ndege akuje kuona mjukuu.
nilikwambia teremsha sauti tusikasirike. So funguo za gari nilikwambia ziko kwa handbag na mtoto hana nguo na anakuja na mami hana nguo, so daddy has to come. So you give daddy keys, daddy picks a cab, goes for the car chini ya mti, goes for mommy's clothes in the house, then comes back, only not to come back and find I have a new story of fetal distress, sijui daktari afanywe nini. So I mean I was past the point of decision making. You get my state of mind?
Yes, I do. 100%.
Hakuna decision making iko pale. Pale hakuna decision making iko pale. Pale nasikiza tu venye mwili inanipeleka. Na nasia tu inanipeleka vibaya. Because I'm wondering, what did I do? This baby was fine. Is it walking? I never walked. Is it something I ate? I didn't eat anything. I mean, there's a lot going on in my mind. I cannot pray. I cannot think. And I think I'm forever indebted to my parents, because in that moment of confusion, in that moment of getting lost, they were the sober ones and they made sober decisions.
Thank you, Mommy and Daddy. I'm sure you're going to watch this one. We say thank you on behalf of Kate.
Exactly. So baby is born and my whole world changes. You see, when a baby is born, a mother is born. I don't know at what point I switched from being a girl to being a mom. I don't know what time the transition happened. I don't remember the point. Because I remember the doctors arguing about my BP and I told them, excuse me please, what are you arguing? Me, I've lived my life. Baka hapo, hii hata inaweza amoi ilikuwa baka bonus. Can we deal with the baby? I'm asthmatic. I'm already having trouble breathing. My oxygen levels are low and my BP is low. So
I hear them say a lower BP is even worse
than a higher BP.
A higher one, yes.
That is true.
Blood pressure, BP.
So we proceeded the procedure. Immediately nilisikia the cry of the baby. I think that was it for me. I was so chatty. Me, I'm keeping people company. Who is praying? Can we pray before we start? Me hata nimeenda kupeana instructions theater. Tunaomba, nani anaomba? Kibelembele kadia tena nataka watu hata waimbe praise and worship huko ndani. Immediately I heard that baby cry. And I saw him and I kissed him. Hapo ndo nilienda. Hapo ndo najikumbuka. Hapo ndo pamusho nilijikumbuka. The next time nilijikumbuka, niliamka nikapata sijapelekwa ward, nimekuwa hapo kando ya theater. Na hapo penye nimeekwa na watu wengine wamefunikwa sheets. Hao watu venye BP yangu ili drop na mimi sikui responsive, so they just kept me around waiting to transfer me to
hao watu wamefunikwa. I assume they are dead.
Yes.
No.
Sasa anapita. Aya. Umeamka? Uko sawa? I don't even understand what I'm being asked. Anaenda anarudi. Haya. Bado uko? It's like, I'm like, nilikuwa niende. Motherhood is you said it earlier, giving birth and death. The line is very thin.
Actually, if you're not careful, you might not even know.
There's a very thin line between
death
and life. Kuna mahali hizo vitu ukua confused. Me, I was at that point where hizo vitu zimechanganyikiwa. Anakufa ama anaishi, ako katika confusion. Bado nimekuwa pale. I've given birth in the morning. Jaden landed at 6:45 a.m. Saa 5 bado niko pale.
Mchana.
Sijapelekwa ward
6 hours.
Yes, na mtu alishapelekwa nasari na wakaanza kupatia nani. My family has come. They're asking for me. They're not being given answers. Wanazungusha tu. I think they were figuring out what to tell them and not what to tell them. So me, I get bored of lying flat. I fold my knees. Sasa hapo penye nilikunja magoti ndio wakajua hii nyanga hakuna madi naenda. Baka unakunja magoti. everyone asking me, mpaka unakuja magoti? Nikamwambia hebu fanya vidole hivi, nikawiggle my toes. Naona naangalia monitor cause wamenieka all this time mpaka nimekwa monitor hapo kando yangu. Ina monitor BP, ina monitor oxygen. So now they don't know what to do with me. So they're like, madam, tumpeleke tu ward. Wacha wa ward watajua wenye watafanya kiharibika. Now I can hear them. Kwa sababu wameongelea hapa kwa kamlango kandani ka theater. Sasa tumpeleke tu kwa ward, watajua wenye watafanya na yeye mambo ikiharibika. So that is how sasa nikamuviwa. Nikapelekwa saa kwa ward. Kupelekwa kwa ward. Sema kujituma. Niko na nguvu.
Kujituma saa ngapi umefanywa CS?
Niko na nguvu mpaka na keti.
Sasa ya kuamka haijafika.
Mpaka nasimama. Unaswa ward akakuja. Unaweza simama? Lala tukutoe catheter. Mimi nikalala nikatolewa catheter. Imeenda mpaka bafu.
We are talking about between 6 hours.
I think it was adrenaline.